Okay, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Backyard Chill with Bill. I'm the Ill Bill, and we just gonna get into it. Look, there's all kinds of things that I be doing that a lot of people got a lot of questions about. It's never one solid focus. I'm always kind of jumping around, and maybe you will be interested in some of the things that I would do. Automotive, I like the pew-pews. One of the things I like to do, bust them, you know what I mean? Like, I like to get the dope wides, and you know, I buy cars that are wrecked, and you know, all kinds of little stuff, right? And then I you know, I fix them up a little bit. So this one right here is for my niece. It's a 328. It was black, as you can see in some areas, you know, that why would you paint that? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense, right? Same thing under there. I mean, you could go for that if you wanted to, but you know, that ain't really my jam, right? But I try to get up into all the other stuff. I got to get up on that tire a little bit, you know what I mean? A little primer and whatnot. Anyway, so y'all can see this is one of the dope projects. You know, some things that this entire joint was smashed up. I got good pictures and maybe some video, so I'll run that back in either this video or another one, you know what I mean, so you can see it, right? And then you can kind of see the transition. The headlights was busted out, whole front end was busted up, hood was busted up, fender was busted up, and so, you know, replaced all of that. And I messed this up a little bit. Got some clear on here on accident. It's because the dang plastic, man, it was flapping a little bit. I didn't realize it. Anyways, got some clear coat under there, so I'm gonna show y'all how to fix those up. These are brand new, man, so I'm gonna have to show y'all how to fix these up and bring it back to new, and then and we'll clean that up, and that'll be legit. Have it looking like this one right here. That one feeling a little rough too. I mean, I put the tape and the plastic on like I'm supposed to, but maybe that plastic was garbage. Anyways, so I'm gonna get this joint cleaned up. I still got clean the windows a little bit. I gotta clean up the interior. Y'all gonna see me do some detailing this. I'm gonna show y'all how I do all this, right? Clean all that up, a little patch up work on some paint, clean all that up. This joint finna be right, and I can't remember, it's a 2009. You see all that real quick there. Yeah, 2000, oh no, so it's a 2010. Cool. Let's see here, I already put this back on. You got the tail lights and everything kind of back in the joint, so y'all can see. And that green though, that's not really, you know, I'm not like a huge green, you know what I mean? But that's what you wanted. Maybe it looked kind of black in the camera. I don't really know, but that's dope though. At night it's gonna look black for sure until the lights hit it. Once the lights hit, it's gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to clean some of this up. That's just some tape, you know what I mean? So what I'm finna do right now, so I'm gonna get the front whole clip up, off, front end up, pull the wheels off, because this got to be attached and whatnot, and I just want to make sure if I pull the wheels off, then I can get we can do up the bumper right, you know what I'm saying? Get the metal clip, attach that in there real good. Same thing over here, get that done up real good, and then make sure that the wheel well stuff is all legit. Yeah, because all this need to be kind of fixed up, and then you know, with the front end on and whatnot, and then we drop the car back down like that, and then we'll put the wheels on. So I already took off these four joints right here. I did that earlier. Put them right here for now, because most of this wasn't even attached, you know, before. I just put it up there to make it look nice and right. Boom! You'll see that right there. We'll lay it in the grass right here. So, you know, these is dope right here, right? But they're like Chinese, you know what I mean? You know, they ain't the real BMW joints. And you could do the real double slotted. Well, maybe you can't. I don't even know if they make them, but you know, because it's not really, that's not what was meant to go in the 2010, right? That's like from the newer look, right? So it's kind of how they do, but even down here, you can see these little pins. Like, it folds, it's perfect, right? It's perfect right there, perfect, right? everything is locking in place, okay, real smooth like, and it don't really move, but it kind of move just a little bit right there, and nobody will ever know because you know you'll be driving it. But what I'm gonna do before I put this plastic, it's like a plastic welder that I like to use, you know what I mean, it's kind of expensive, like 10 bucks or something like that for a tube, right? But you mix it up, and then you could get it busting on here on these little tabs there and there and there, right? These little, just a little bit, boop, 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 and that won't ever go nowhere, okay? I like to do aftermarket bumpers and grills, and depending on who you are, I mean, if you want to stun on them, you know what I mean, that's dope. You can get the fire, you can get like M1 style or whatever, you know, you can do all that. But when I do these remakes, you know what I mean, for the family and stuff, especially when it's for the kids be young, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, getting their first cars or whatever, you know, Beamers and stuff. This is a great option. Buy one totaled, bring it home, fix it, use some aftermarket components, you know what I'm saying, to put on there. They won't always be perfect, you know, they won't always line up perfect, but it'll look good and good enough. And not only can you learn, can your kids learn, you can do some work on the car, you know, body work, things like that, you know, you can get those skills up, right? And then when they take it out and they rear end somebody because they being stupid, driving and texting in their first car, or you know, somebody want to turn the music up and they're getting crunk with their friends and they just tap into old grandma in front or whatever. Hey, look, this right here can be replaced right away. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing, and you'll already know how to do it. Oh, check this out. So this is how this one came. They take the plastic and they kind of weld it right there, you know what I mean? So the bracket attaches, and there's another one right there. This one, when it came, it was it wasn't welded properly. So if you look right here, this little black stuff, it's hard, right? The outside, it feels kind of rubbery, but it's not. It's hard as a rock, okay? 1, 2, 3. This right here, these 3 tabs, or 4 tabs, 5, whatever it is that I did, those will never go anywhere. The rest of this plastic will break and disintegrate before that crap breaks, okay? Okay, so this is the insert. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all be getting C6. I'm not really sure. Here, let me try to set this thing. It's gonna be moving a little bit, acting crazy. All right, so there we go. All right, so the insert's easy. Oh, don't mind my neighbor if they come out. You might want to have a conversation. Anyways, so this was the original insert, new bumper. Obviously, all the tip clips line up, and they just these little fatties. Just push down. Easy. This is how easy. So again, parents, not only can you do this, obviously, right? But you could do this with your kids. You know, it don't matter, boys, girls. You know, you get your girl out here, your little daughter. She can push on these clips. This isn't a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like crazy stuff. It's a little bit of work, you know. And maybe, just maybe in the end, when they get the car, right, and they finally get to take it out, they're driving out there with their friends, you know what I'm saying? Flexing on them, talking all that gas. Just maybe they will actually appreciate what they have, right? You know, because that's when the no drinks in my car, or you know, get your vape pen out of here nonsense, you know what I mean, man? That's when that starts coming out, right? Because who gonna want somebody smoking vape pen in the car that they've been working on, you know, getting it all nice. So I'm not worried about the dirt, you know. Obviously it's gonna need to be washed. So the paint job, let me tell you. All right, so the paint job, I did this, you know what I mean? It's okay. I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of little things that need to be done. I need to clean off the windows, right? Got a little overspray. It's a lot of work, and it was like 95 here when I was doing it. So y'all was missing out on that heat. Boy, I'm sure y'all feeling the heat wave. But what needs to happen to the paint though is, you know, because I don't have a real shop, right? If you want to go deep, deep, deep into the works, when you're done painting, come back and get you a clay bar kit, right? Clay bar it, get all the little nibs, all the little dust, you know, the little dirt you see like that, this little, I don't know if you can see, that little thing, something was floating in there, you know what I mean? But I laid on a bunch of clear. So you could take all this down with the clay bar if you want. Get you some 2,000 grit sandpaper, you know, or you can do it in stages. Do 1,000, then 2,000, 3,000, whatever you want to do, right? 2,000 grit sandpaper, sand the whole thing down in 2,000, right? Getting all those nibs out and stuff, getting it nice and dull, okay? Maybe hit it with the 3,000 after that, right? All wet sand, not dry, wet sand, okay? Hit it with 2,000 and 3,000, and that'll get rid of any dry spots and any nibs, any of that, right? And then come back with the compound and the polish and make it wet, boy. You can bust this thing. It's gonna be dripping. It's gonna look like somebody sprayed this thing with Crisco. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. But all right, so I got that little clip in. I'm not gonna put the fog lights in. This car has to be inspected. In Washington State, we do VIN inspections, okay? VIN inspections come, if you buy a vehicle that's been totaled out, all right, let's say, you know, whoever, right? Joe Schmo was riding down the street in his 2010 328i, you know, still got another 17 payments on it or whatever, right? He's driving down the street and he runs into Mr. Magoo. Bam! Slams into the front of him, okay? Well, Joe Schmo gonna get out the car. He gonna get out the car and he gonna be like, Mr. Magoo, dang, bro, you killed my car, right? And he gonna be mad, and then he gonna call the insurance company. And the insurance company, you know, he gonna leave, the tow truck gonna tow it, they're gonna tow it to a spot, they're gonna look at the front end, they're gonna be like, ooh, you know what I mean? They're gonna tow it to the spot, and the spot gonna be like, whoa, and they're gonna be like, okay, insurance company, in order to insure this vehicle property and make sure that it is appropriate, that means the shop has to use all OEM parts, okay? Bare minimum OE, but I'm pretty sure mainly OEM parts because it's got to match all BMW specs, right? Any little bends or crinkles got to be replaced. Any parts that are busted got to be replaced, and it's got to be done every nut and bolt and every cranny, right? And it's all got to be OE or OEM, you know what I mean? That stuff is expensive when it comes to Beamers, Mercedes, Audis, you know, any of the top brand cars, right? You get a Bentley, it's over with your pocketbook, right? On them parts. So the insurance company looks at that, they're like, bruh, we ain't about to pay that ticket. So they just cut the check, buyout, right? And so Mr. Joe Schmo, who was, he just got the check. Boom, okay, he's paid off. He can go cop himself a new whip, you know what I'm saying? And whoever he hit, Mr. Magoo, you know, hopefully he has some insurance. If he ain't had no insurance, that's a whole nother issue. And some of y'all cats from Florida, y'all know about that, boy. Anyways, so Mr. Magoo, he's out. Joe Schmo, he got the check, he got his whip, he gone, or his, you know, his whip paid for, he gone, he going to go buy a new one, right? And the company that was working on the car, they take all the parts that they took off to check everything, they shove that stuff in the trunk or the back seat or wherever, and then it goes to an auction lot, okay? And the auction lot, now the insurance company owns it, okay? So let's say the guy had a Geico or Farmers or whatever, right? And they cut him a check, boom. Okay, so they own the car. They send it to the auction lot. Could be Copart, could be Auto Auction Rebuilds or whatever. Okay, there's a few different ones, okay? And then every week, those places have an auction, okay? And depending on a lot of factors, depending on how old the car is, how many miles the car is, how much damage was in it, if it had undercarriage damage, front end damage, quarter panel damage, mechanical damage, right? There's a lot of different factors. Insurance, non-insurance, you know, is there any issues claim-wise, keys-wise, paperwork, whatever, right? They go through all that, okay? And then they put the cars on auction with maybe some requirements, depending, maybe a minimum bid, maybe it's a pure sale, maybe there's another one, you know, where they have a requirement, right? And so that goes on, and then they go for auction. Some states is different. You got to check your local laws and stuff. Some states you got to have a license to be able to purchase vehicles, you know what I mean, a wholesaler's license or a dealer's license, right? To be able to buy vehicles and to fix them up or do whatever. Some states, like Washington, you don't always have to have a license. As a matter of fact, to buy cars from Copart, y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but in Washington, to buy cars from Copart, they just got to be totaled. If they're running, if somebody's just selling it, if it's just a company or a person or whatever that's just trying to run it through the auction, you can't buy it without a dealer's license, I don't think, okay, because they're like marked down, right? But if they're busted, if they're totaled vehicles that need to be salvaged, right, paperwork, fixed, all that stuff, then as a person, you can go in there and you can cop it. If you don't have a license and it requires you to have a license, you can get a third party to do it, pay a company a couple dollars, they do the bidding and all the paperwork and whatnot, and boom, bang, boom, you pay them, they pay them, and then it's over. But and some of y'all will have to go through that because your state may require you to do that. But anyways, it can be a pain in the ass, sorry, pain in the butt, but once you get used to it, it's really not that big a deal, man. I deal with the sheriffs all the time. They're great. You know, they come, they look at the cars, they verify the VINs, they ask me what parts I've replaced. They don't really care. Most states, they don't care about this plastic stuff, headlights, you know what I mean, this crap right here. They care about high-end, like hard components, right? So a hood, a bumper, fenders, right? They want to know where that stuff came from and that you're not stripping cars on the back alley or whatever and putting the stuff on your whip, you know, and like, hey, what's up, you know. They don't want you to do that. So they want to know where those parts come from. If you're buying them brand new, aftermarkets or whatever, they want the receipts, shipping box, labels, stuff like that. If you're getting them from a vendor out here like a wrecking yard or something like that, they want the receipts from there, okay? Can you buy from a person like on OfferUp? Oh yeah, I'm wrecking out my car and here's my hood, you know, for $400. Most states, no, you cannot, okay? Because there's no, it's no log, you know what I mean? There's no avenue for them to be able to track it back. Plus, in Washington, I think they want the VIN number of the car that came off it because they want it to be wrecked. Like, they don't want you to just take a car that is okay and pull a hood off of that and put it onto a car that's not okay and fix that, right? They won't. If you pull a hood off of a car that's okay, they want the VIN number and they're going to total it out right then and there. I'm not really sure why they do that. Y'all could probably answer. Maybe some of y'all know. That's just what I've been told by the Washington State Patrol. So, anyways, I think that's all I got for you guys for right now. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. You know, I'll have some more videos, but I needed this to be quick. I wanted y'all to experience the backyard chill with Bill, okay? So you can see what I'm doing, see what you can do. Look, so what I was getting at was, I do this with all kinds of cars, okay? You know, but I prefer, me personally, to work on German cars. Hit me in the comments section, okay? Hit me up if you got any questions. If you got questions about BMWs, I've done 3 Series, 5 Series. I've done the X's. I've done 7s. I've done Z's, okay? Hit me up, okay? With the Audis, I got A5s, S5s. I haven't done an RS yet. I'm actually looking to get one of those here maybe soon. If you got any comments about the cars, if you think it's dope, you know, it's nothing crazy. This isn't an M car. We ain't there yet, okay? But it's clean though, right? It's clean. And we're gonna do a lot more than just the cars, okay? We're gonna do a few different things. You know, if you guys like the content, let me know. Again, yo, I'm the Backyard Chill with Bill, man. This is Ill Bill. I'm signing out. Holla at me. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.